मालूम है कि पाकिस्तान की गेंदबाजी बहुत अव्वल नंबर की है, कभी भी वो झटका दे सकते हैं, तो इट्स गोइंग टू बी ए गुड गेम। मतलब 300 350 अगर कहीं यहाँ से 100 रन और पाकिस्तान ने बना लिया तो मैच नहीं हारेगी पाकिस्तान के लिए मैच सेफ हो गया। और अब रहेगी, कहते हैं ना, समस्या रहेगी इंग्लैंड के ऊपर। अगर उन्होंने रन नहीं बनाए तो वो मैच हार सकते हैं, पाकिस्तान मैच नहीं हारेगी। तो ये फायदा होता है जब आप पहले बल्लेबाजी करते हुए 350 रन बना दे।
और अच्छा साथ निभाया सर यहाँ पे। शादाब खान की अगर बात करें, अच्छी स्ट्राइक रेट से बैटिंग करते हैं, 66 का स्ट्राइक रेट रहा है इनका अब तक के टेस्ट करियर में। और यहाँ पर भी उन्होंने ये चीज साबित की है, 56 गेंदों में अब तक 38 रन लगाए हैं। यहाँ पर भी इस गेंद पर एंडरसन ने जो छोटा गेंद रखा और वहां पर पुल लगाया है इन्होंने। पिछले ओवर में भी ब्रॉड ने उनको यहाँ पर भी उन्होंने साबित की है, 56 गेंदों में लगा रहे हैं। और यहाँ पर भी पक्का गेंद इस गेंद पर एंडरसन ने जो छोटा गेंद रखा और वहां पर लगाया है इन्होंने। पिछले ओवर में भी ब्रॉड ने उनको यहाँ पर भी उन्होंने साबित की है, यहाँ पे लगा रहे हैं। और यहाँ पर भी बढ़िया गेंद इस गेंद पर एंडरसन ने जो छोटा गेंद रखा और वहां पर लगाया है इन्होंने। ब्रॉड ने उनको यहाँ पर भी यहाँ पे लगा रहे हैं। और यहाँ पर भी बढ़िया गेंद
क्रिकेट का मजा है उसमें आप क्रिकेट का मजा है उसमें क्रिकेट का मजा है क्रिकेट का मजा क्रिकेट का मजा क्रिकेट का मजा क्रिकेट का मजा क्रिकेट का मजा
International Stadium on the penultimate day of Kafu Presents Emirates D10. Time for the pitch report. Well, this wicket is exactly the same piece of wicket that was used yesterday. Look at the surface, a little wear and tear, but homogeneous still intact. Come the humidity and the ball will grip. And that is exactly what happened yesterday. The ball was gripping. For the ones who wanted to use those revs, ensure that the ball comes in a tad slow to the batsman. The spinners will have a day in the field. Coming out right at the center, as compared to the ICC Academy wickets where you pitch somewhere short of the length and the ball would have a tennis ball bounce. Not here. Alright. The ideal way to do it, bowl with fuller length deliveries, good length deliveries. Ensure that you try and use slower ones and make use of the grip that the pitch will assist getting. Winning the toss, what would you want to do? I reckon in the matches where it matters the most, bat first, put up the score, then let your bowlers do the trick.
Thank you, Neil. That was Neil right from the center giving us the insights about how this surface is going to play. And Anurag, the same wicket that played yesterday, slightly exposed to sun today before the game. So what do you reckon of this pitch is going to play today?
We'll talk about the pitch. Let's have a quick look at the points table. Sharjah Abu Khatir 11 right on top after 10 matches with 18 points. ECB Blues, they've got 14 of their 10 matches. Fujairah Pacific Ventures at number 3 with 12 points of their 10 matches. And Dubai Pulse Secure have 6 from their 9 matches. Ajman Alubond and Team Abu Dhabi have got 4 points each, while Ajman Alubond have one more game to play, which is the first game against Dubai Pulse Secure today.
Right, and the curtains there for Team Abu Dhabi. These two teams that are playing today, Dubai Pulse Secure, Ajman Alubond, and the all-important encounter, the decider, who's going to get into the playoffs to face Fujairah Pacific Ventures tonight.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sure both the teams would be wanting to give their best and get this win and get those 2 points. Of course, Dubai Pulse Secure sitting in a much better place than Ajman Alubond. They already have 6 points, and Ajman Alubond will have to win this game by a huge margin, and we don't know the calculation really now, but it has to be some great calculation. If they need to get these 2 points, come to 6 on the table, equal to Dubai Pulse Secure, and then finally beat them on the net run rate.
Absolutely. So we'll have to decide, and the captains will have to have a strategy. So to understand what they are planning to do, let's go to the center where we have Kamran with the 2 captains out there with the match referee for the toss.
Welcoming you all from the lovely Dubai Cricket Stadium for the penultimate day of Kafu Presents Emirates D10. It's game number 30, the last game of the round robin of Kafu Presents Emirates D10. And what a lovely tournament we have had. The 3 teams have qualified for the next round. 1 spot is still up, and 2 teams in contention who are there, they are going to fight it out in the last game, and those teams are Ajman Alubond and Dubai Pulse Secure. So we will start the toss proceedings. To supervise the proceedings, I have with me match referee Mr. Iftikhar Ali, thank you sir, and the captain of Ajman Alubond, Nasir Aziz, captain for today for Dubai Pulse Secure Abdul Rahman, and we have our Dettol mascot who will sanitize the hands of the captains and the match referee. Please, sir. Thank you so much. So we are all set for the all-important toss. Ajman Alubond is going to call. That is the call. Sir, if you can confirm. Nasser, first of all, congratulations of winning the toss. So what have you decided to do?
We'll bat first.
Okay, any special reason about the pitch or anything?
The reason we
As you said, it's a do and die for you. The last position for the qualification is still up. Have you guys done any calculation for that?
question is so far. I think
Okay, and any team changes?
they have so many. 400.
Okay, good luck, Nasser. We'll see you. The captain is not in the side, or you have come out.
Yeah, so Rashid's not feeling too good. We're resting. We're quite confident that we hopefully pull off inshallah win and try for the Rashid.
Okay, like you said about the qualification. So you guys have worked on the qualification scenarios and the numbers. You spent the night on the computers doing the calculations or something.
Yeah, I had my Excel sheet open till 5:30 in the morning. So it is a tough task, but as Nasir bhai said, cricket happened. We were also looking to bat first to get a chance. But having said that, this is an opportunity for us to chase and hopefully chase well and at least win the game, take it close. I think that the margin is quite big, but we don't take any.
Okay, so yeah, what about the pitch and the opportunity to bowl first?
The pitch is really good actually. Yesterday it played really well. For us, our bowling has been our strength, so we're actually quite happy as well now to bowl first in the case. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the evening. The ball, it has a spongy bounce, so it's going to be a bit interesting with the pacers. And got Imran today as well as a quick
to make the difference and ascertain if they will go into the playoffs in the last eliminator. So we are looking at a cracker of a match here, and I believe a lot of changes in the team.
I expect some changes coming in from Dubai
but so many?
Because they might because they might be doing it because they are in a pretty comfortable situation because Dubai Pulse Secure has a better run rate, so they even if they lose by a narrow margin, they still have a chance to get into that position number 4 to play the playoff game today, the eliminator. So I think what matters here is what combination team Ajman Alubond is playing today.
That's
they have
right.
to go all out.
You're right, absolutely. The onus is on Ajman Alubond to create something out of actually a very, very tough situation they find themselves in. And that's because they've not been consistent in this tournament. And it gets very difficult to do catch up in the last match. It's very critical, and the pressure must be tremendous, immense, in fact. But I'm sure they'll do their best.
Let's look at the teams. And here we have Dubai Pulse Secure, starting with the captain Abdul Rahman, Fahad Tariq, Ibtisham Said, Rahman Gul, Agam Shah, Faizan Sheikh, Umar Hafiz, Usman Munir, Shafaqat Ali, Fahad Nawaz, and Imran Haider.
And Ajman Alubond, they are being led by Nasir Aziz, Safir Tariq, Sandy Sandeep, Mohammad Azhar, Saqib Manshad, Amir Hamza, Sapandeep Singh, Ahmad Arshad, Ali Mirza, Said Haider Shah, and Anand Kumar.
Some big names being rested there by Ajman Alubond, and I'm quite surprised with that sort of a decision, but things not falling in place for them, and they are.
Yes, you're right. That's quite conspicuous. Big names missing. Maybe they want to do a fresh experiment with their backs to the wall and just see what best they can get out of this match and how close they can be to achieving their target for qualifying.
Here we have the teams walking in. Empires are there on the field, and we'll be having the action live shortly. Anurag, what do you make out of the side that Dubai Pulse Secure is playing today?
I think since they are on a better wicket, literally, they haven't experimented. They have experimented a bit, but I think by and large, they look pretty solid to me.
I think that's right, and they have that sort of a room. The kind of performance they have delivered throughout the tournament, the convincing victories. That actually gives them that room to make that sort of an experiment, especially the win against Abu Dhabi last night. That has actually given them that extra cushion. Have the batsmen also in the middle. The Syed Haider Ali Shah and Amir Hamza.
And top 3 batsmen so far of the tournament, led by Wasim Mohammed, 10 matches. He has got 345 runs with the best score of 91, followed by Vrithya Aravind, 10 matches, 343, and he's got a best of 89, followed by Asif Khan, 10 matches, 271 runs, and his personal best of 70. So some good batting there.
Really some consistent performances there, and when they're taking the guard and talking to each other in the center, I think the message is quite clear there from the captain and the dugout. We have to go all out. Try to play positive cricket as much as possible. The action just about to begin here.
Asim, what do you feel about the pitch today? We had Neil giving us the pitch report. What is your impression of what you heard from Neil, and what do you think how this pitch will play? Will it have more runs than what we've seen yesterday? Since today, I understand the pitch was left uncovered, harder. Probably the ball will be coming on the bat a little better than it was yesterday.
Absolutely. I mean, the pitch was uncovered, and that's one of the main reasons why the moisture will not be retained on the wicket. I feel that live grass will actually play the important role today.
All that and more, and we are all set for live action. Look at that. Starts with a wide. Ajman Alubond won't mind it. 1 run already and 1 extra delivery as well.
That is Umar Hafiz, who is the number 17 for Dubai Pulse Secure. So Ajman Alubond off the mark. Amir Hamza, who's on strike. The partner, Syed Haider Ali Shah.
Nicely played on the offside. Bit to the fielder there. couple of runs.
Comfortable too there on that occasion, Veer Hamza. The gliding it towards the widest third man region. Two on that occasion. Imran Haider, the fielder, keeps it down to a couple.
Asim, when do you think? What's your gut feel? When will the batsmen start exploding?
Well,
not getting really good hold of that. And one bounce to the fielder there on the onside. Shot mid on. Good delivery. Didn't let him get after him.
Slightly got the bottom of the bat there on that occasion. But yes, we see the intentions there by Mir Hamza. He's the man in form. He's actually scoring runs for the team, and he's been put up the order the last couple of matches.
Oh, that's a swing and a miss. So the intent is there, but the connect is not there. Hopefully, they should be connecting more deliveries and getting some big runs on the board. Especially, you know, the significance of the power play can never be underestimated. 4 runs when the when the fielders are in, there are only 2 fielders currently. One deep cover and one is right there at third man.
Swing and a miss once again. Umpire not hesitating to signal that as a wide. Wayward delivery. Amir Hamza wanted to slash that hard. Quite out of his reach that occasion. So he has a very interesting field setup. And he's sticking to that particular line where he has a field. He has a deep extra cover. He has a sweeper cover. He has a third man. And then he's trying to keep that discipline outside of some wide-ish outside of some line.
Another swing and a miss, and he's got a nick, and he has to walk. That's the first big jolt there. First wicket down for Ajman Alubond. 4 for 1.
Quite a smart piece of tactics here by Dubai.
That's been no chance at all, and the ball, bit of a movement there. Is it the hardness of the pitch is carrying the ball?
I think that was through the air, but yes, definitely hitting the deck and then skidding it or skidding off the surface. So we have that sort of the extra carry towards the wicketkeeper there on that occasion. We have the new man on strike, the Ali Mirza.
Well, this time plays it on the offside, able to get the inner field, but ball had no legs. And the fielders, their legs were stronger. Ball being fielded, 1 more added to the total. It's 6 for the loss of 1 wicket after 1.
We are live from Dubai Stadium, and Kafu presents Emirates D10 tournament, the match number 30 between Dubai pulse secure and Ajman Alubond. After the end of the first over, 6 for 1, losing the man in form, Amir Hamza, in scoring in bulk for the team.
Lovely, yaar.
Swing specialist for Tariq has been asked of his.
Yes, Asim, and I don't know. The intent of batting first after winning the toss was to go after the bowling. I haven't seen any of it yet, and I think it's going to keep adding pressure. This one played on the behind the wicket on the leg side, given off the bat. So another single, 7, the loss of 1 wicket. 1.2 overs, just doing a run rate of 5.25, not what the doctor ordered and not what's prescribed, especially for this particular match.
Right in the block hole on that occasion, Fahad Tariq. Quite surprised to see Tapandeep Singh not opening the innings today for team Ajman Alubond. Well, the specialist opener, especially when the doctors ordered you to go after the attack, find a better batsman to choose from.
I think the bowler giving a good account of himself, bowling really tight line and length, not letting the batsman get away when it is imperative for them to really score big. And regarding Tapandeep Singh, I don't know, there's something which is not adding up with Ajman to the offside, behind the wicket, and lovely shot, 4 runs there.
Looking shot there by Wasi Haider. Ball was pitched up to him, opened the face of the bat and placed it in the gap. Moves on to 14 after 2.
And here we have a fun fact from Dafa News. Shane Warne's brand of gin is called 708 in reference to the number of test wickets he took. He recently moved to production of hand sanitizers in order to fight the pandemic. Well, somebody is making some smart business moves there. And interesting trivia and fun facts brought to us by Dafa News.
This time dancing down the track, Sayyid Wasi Haider, I beg your pardon, Ali Mirza on that occasion, and that gone to the extra cover boundary. So some intent being visible here, quite evident.
Yes, much needed boundary for them. They need to get it going now, because I think it's been a very slow start, especially considering they need to put a very good total and get the opposition out for a low score.
You see a quick single on that occasion. Fahad Nawaz just slightly drifting it down on this occasion, asking pushing the batsman onto the back foot. These two are quick legs leading the single. Fahad Nawaz coming into the power play.
Well bowled. I think Fahd Nawaz has the measure of the batsman there, just not allowing the batsman any width, not allowing to get away, keeping the length tight, also gauging.
This time, quick run there. Keeper could not gather the ball on that occasion, I believe. Let's look at the replay if we can get that. Was a quick single there, Anurag, on that occasion. That's some quick, fresh legs.
26 for 1 after 3 overs, and there's a change in the commentary box. And to take you to the next few overs, it's going to be. Before that, let me just give you a quick rundown on the batting card. Ajman Alubond, they had Syed Haider Shah got 7 of 7. He's still not out, still there. Amir Hamza, 2 of 4. He was out. And 27 for 1. And change in commentary. It's my colleagues Neil and Kamran will take over from here.
Thank you, Anurag. Thank you, Asim, for a lovely start to the day 9. Kafu presents Emirates D10. Ajman Alubond winning the toss, selecting to bat first, but failing to make amends out of it. I'm joined by my co-commentator and brilliant analyst the game, Neil Oja. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you so much, Kamran, and so much for your kind words as well.
Like they say, we don't have any spectators here in these stands. We have to spectate and applaud each other by ourselves.
Absolutely. Self-appreciation never harmed anyone. Meanwhile, over here, appreciation for the bowler, Fahad Tariq. Definitely knows a thing or two about swinging. Practicing movement. Fahad Tariq bowled a brilliance. Well, 10 runs he's just given in 10 deliveries that he's bowled, and in this format, definitely amazing. Fahad Tariq coming in from far end. Again, moving in there with the ball in the air. Tugged it towards the square leg region. Will get a single there. 30 runs on board. Loss of 1 wicket and 3.
Absolutely correct, Neil. And before we could realize, this over of Fahad Tariq is almost gone. We will come back to it the next over. It has been placed really well. Waited for the ball and sent it over the boundary for 4 runs. That's the end of the 4th over. Ajman Alubond, 34 for 1.
Back live, 4 overs gone. Ajman Alubond, 34 for 1. The power play overs have completed, and never looked like that Ajman Alubond had any power to play and get any action going in spite of winning the toss and electing to bat first. 34 for 1.
So that's the Dubai Pulse Secure bowling card. Umar Hafiz on overs. Crucial wicket. Fahad Tariq 2 overs 15. Fahad Nawaz 1 over for 10 runs.
John Heather, new bowler who will be bowling from the commentary box end. And already played both these batsmen. They're both been here quite some time, and this is the time that we've invested to understand the wicket. Shorter format of the game doesn't really let you sit and spend so much time on the wicket. All you have to do is go out and express yourself. What they'll have to do now. Can't wait forever. Can't Heather, the spinner, coming into bowl.
Neil, we were talking about Fahad Tariq in the last over. I think one observation that I have, because we have covered this tournament for like 9 days now, and every team has played. These two teams are playing their last game as well, so 10 games each. Fahad Tariq and Shafaqat Ali, who have been the attack bowlers for Dubai Pulse Secured in the last few games. They both have a very canny kind of bowling capability. They look military medium, short, small run up, and they have considerable amount of swing. So the later stages of the tournament happening in Dubai Cricket Stadium.
Stepping down, meanwhile, up in the air and will go straight for a 6. A brilliant shot there, ensuring that the maximum comes through. It's Syed uses his feet. Look at this, reached to the length of the ball and whacked it right over the ropes for a 6.
A brilliant shot there. So Neil, my point was Dubai Pulse Secure bowlers. So do you think they will have some kind of an advantage in the business end of this tournament, the qualifiers? Because that's the kind of bowling probably needed on these kind of surfaces, and these are more suited for these kind of surfaces.
Well, absolutely. If you look at this wicket, Amran, in that you are able to pitch the ball at a fuller length. There is the inward movement that the tech assists in. Meanwhile, clean bowled. Tried to sweep him. Played for the spin. The ball went straight through. It was the arm ball. And that will be the end. He's the man who knows a thing or two about those big hits. I'm surprised why Sandy wasn't put up to bat. Itna late he's been sent, and because of which the impetus that Ajman required, I sense, lost. Playing it to the straight bat, will get a single, get off strike. That'll be the end of the over.
So halfway mark gone. 42 for 2. Ajman Alubond. And Neil, I think Ajman Alubond have resigned to the fact that they do not have any real chance to qualify for the 4th spot. Oh, lovely wrong run, and he has been given out. That's Sandy Sandeep not living up to the reputation once again.
Sandeep Singh now losing his wicket, and Abdul Rahman, the skipper of Dubai Pulse Secure, look at this, trying to invite Sandeep to go and hit, steps out, trying to drag his foot back. Late, bails were off. Good job there by the wicket keeper. A good shout to ensure wicket is taken. Good job, camera person.
The third wicket gone for Ajman Alubond. It was mighty Sandy Sandeep. Is that tournament with the bat comes to an end? There was a lot of promise, a lot of expectation from him. It's a bit
Poor delivery and the right treatment. 4 runs. A loosener from the bowler, Abdul Rahman. Full toss down the leg side. Look at this. He could have hit it anywhere he wanted, and he chose the vacant fine leg area for a 4.
Zafir Tariq gifted with the delivery. That was Talabat tournament 4, number 518. Ajman Alubond, yeah, just going through the motions. Their last game. What would be their last game of Kafu presents Emirates D10?
Right comes Tariq. Right now. Also played for Oman. National experience there. To see how it plays through for Oman. Meanwhile, down the leg side, umpire will have no hesitation in calling it a wide.
Abdul Rahman, the way he's bowling, it looks like more of an exhibition match. A good delivery, then a really bad delivery, and then a good one, then again.
Surely an exhibition of poor deliveries. This time, short mid-wicket field had to run a couple of yards onto his right. Single coming through. 4 deliveries bowled, 8 runs on board. Abdul Rahman has given. Ajman Alubond reaches its 50. 5.4 overs. Low full toss. Up in the air. Bounce. And he fumbles. Some footwork there. That's Ibtisam. Is that? It's Usman. Pardon. Football skills are definitely better than his cricketing skills there.
Yeah, Neil, it looks like some of these fielders, especially, they are in the wrong field. They would have been much better in the football arena. This time comes down, drills it down to long off for a single to finish the 6th over. Man and Bond, they are 53 for 3 after 6.
6 overs gone. It's 53 for 3 for Ajman Alubond. Would it be continuation of Imran Haider? Yes, it is. It's interesting to see how the spinners are very first match getting the ball to grip in surface. This time up in the air. Is there a chance? And a brilliant attempt there.
And neatly dropped. It's Neil. Honestly, it's a bit disappointing, to be honest. We don't want to sound harsh on these players, because what happens inside the rope, only the players, the humans inside the rope can feel for it. On the screens and in the air-conditioned sofas or anything, we cannot really gauge what is these players going through. Humidity, the tiredness, everything. So, but still, the fielding standards in this tournament has been, there's a lot to be desired about it.
Sure that this would be similar sentiment going through the teams, both staff, the coaches. Again, all of these guys have come out of a longish break. 4 months of no sporting action, no cricketing action, no workouts, nothing. They're trying to take the double, and that is a run out. That was suicidal. There was never a 2 on that. Look at this. The long on fielder was not standing at the rope. He was a few yards inside the rope. He was throwing in from there. Never a second.
I think it's a brain dead kind of running there. There were never a 2 in there. Looking forward to it, because it's a different surface from the 7 days of the tournament that we saw at ICC Cricket Academy. An appeal, but sliding down the leg side. So it's the kind of surface where the batting skills would be tested a bit more. It's not that easy. And again, the same applies for the fielding as well. So yes, there's a lot to be desired of, but the thing is, this opportunity of playing after this break and being seen all over the world, it would give them a good experience and good incentive to improve that facet of the game.
While we're talking about world, there is a top edge, good catch. Fahad Nawaz takes one. The ball was swirling up in the air, and these catches, mind you, are not very easy. They go from the edges, but he is delighted. He is relieved. Wicket down.
Very nice catch, and I think that's the kind of a balancer that we need when we talk about the fielding overall. So just to remind us, there have been good efforts in the field as well. So that's 7 overs gone, 60 for 4.
Half of the batting unit is back in the hut. 60 for 5. last man that got out there could not reach the line of the ball, ended up just swinging and got the top edge. Fahad Nawaz completing a good catch. Changing the voices here at the Combox. Going to be Asim and Anurag. The double A's commenting on the batting of the double A's.
Thank you, Neil. Shafaqat Ali into the attack here. Bringing away. Slight movement of the deck there. Shafaqat Ali, who's a natural swinger of the ball. And here we have the Dafanu's fun fact. The first person to score an ODI double century was Belinda Clark, who reached a score of 229 in a 1997 match versus Denmark. Quite interesting. Very good delivery there. Anurag, what's your say on that? Shafaqat Ali bringing in his experience.
I think Asim, the bowlers have done a wonderful job, and not the kind of innings which we would have expected for a team like Ajman Alubond, who are desperate to qualify. Somewhere they missed a trick, and that's the reason they find themselves in this situation. 62 for 5 after 7.2, not the kind of innings they would have planned before they elected to bat.
This time driven down the ground to the long off region for a single. Have Anand Kumar and Hamad Arshad in the middle. The Ajman Alubond 63 for 5, 7.3. Shafaqat Ali steaming in. This time again ball gripping off the surface and slight movement there. So just smile on the face of Shafaqat as well on that occasion, making his experience count, taking the ball away, his natural movement.
Good delivery there by Shafaqat and really beat the bat. At 63 for 5, 7.4 overs gone. Looking for a desperate win. Two batsmen at the crease who have yet to play themselves in. Don't see that effort coming in from the Ajman Alubond batsman.
Another single there. So the boss, popularly known as the boss, Shafaqat Ali, bossing with the ball here. Dubai International Stadium. CAFU presents Emirates D10 tournament.
Again, very well bowled by Shafaqat. What a good over. Just given 4 runs in that over, and it's 64 for 5 at the end of 8 overs. After 8 overs, 64 for 5, and Ajman Alubond not in a good place at all here, Asim.
And here we have Syed Haider Shah scoring 17 of 12. Ali Mirza, the top scorer of the innings so far. Ali Mirza 21 of 16. And then we have Anand Kumar and Hamad Arshad batting here.
Quite a dismal batting card that.
Walking onto the back foot on that occasion. Placing it down for a single there. Abdul Rahman, skipper for the day. In some leg spin. So wait and see. He's changed ends, I believe. He has.
And next delivery again. You see, this was a full toss. And saw the shot with the batsman played. He played a forward defensive push. And that just shows me the intent of the Ajman Alubond batting and their mindset. They're just doing some stroke play practice, on the ground stroke play. This game is not about on the ground. This game is about getting big hits under your belt, hitting sixes and fours. Where are they?
Well, trying hard, not good enough. Not good enough. As Anurag said, they have to go big. 9 legitimate deliveries. They get to that 6. That's not in favor of them.
Well, Ajman Alubond and 67 for the loss of 6 wickets. Dismal display of batting continues, and this one he plays an aggressive stroke straight to the fielder. Either they're getting the fielders, they're getting a run or 2 here and there. Big hits are missing, and they just have only 7 more deliveries to go to make whatever they want to make.
I think that is the end of the over, I'd say. 68 for 6 after 9.
Quick look at the Dubai Pulse Secure bowling. Umar Hafiz 1 for 6 of his 1 over. 2 wickets for Imran Haider. He gave 14 runs. Abdul Rahman got 2 of 15 of his 2 overs. And a very good bowling card, that 68 for 6.
Have the last over coming up. It's going to be Umar Hafiz. Started the innings for Dubai Pulse Secure, and he's going to finish it off for them.
And it's Anand Kumar who's batting on 4 of 6 deliveries facing the last over.
Driven handsomely, but straight to the fielder. Fahad Nawaz on that occasion, using his strong arm on his strong side, I'd say. Comfortably fielded, just a single on that occasion. So it's Muhammad Azhar, the left-arm spinner, who's capable of going big, has that potential. Let's see if he can make his presence worth there in the middle.
Well, absolutely. He has the opportunity. He has a couple of deliveries to play. He should just go all out for it, at least show what his intent is. I'm sure the intent of Ajman Alubond is not to score 70 runs.
This time a whack, and whacked it out of the park, and the ball kissing the surface, and a boundary there for Muhammad Azhar. What a way to get off the mark, Anurag.
Yes, good shot, Muhammad Azhar. I think the other batsmen of your team who are watching you, they should realize that's what should have been done right from the beginning up front.
And that's right. And we have, that was the 519th Talabat tournament boundaries. Number 66, Muhammad Azhar on strike here. Last 4 deliveries of this first innings. What a shot here by Mohammad Azhar. And it is going and gone. What a shot. Out of the park there. And he took some muscles out and pulled it off the ropes.
What a wonderful shot that one, really getting into the act. And as I've been saying, this should have been done right on top of the innings, coming a bit too late in the day. But this man, at least he's showing his teammates this is the way it's to be done. He's got 10 of 2.
The statement, a strong statement out there to the team, and positivity here from Mohammad Azhar, and we'll have a change in the leather here definitely, because that sailed, I think, in the second tier. Anurag.
Well, so leather hunt, and sure the leather will be replaced. They're in the process of replacing that. But 2 good strikes by Mohammad, really played it very well. I'm still not able to figure out.
Let's look at the replay if we can for that 6. What a shot that was from Mohammad Azhar. Umar Hafiz with the new leather is and number 17 for Dubai Pulse Secure.
79 for 6, 3 deliveries left. Polo loses his run up. He's going to go back. Asim, you were asking for a replay, and he played it again for your benefit. What a lovely shot. Beautiful shot. 6 runs.
Right in the arc there for Mohammad Azhar, and he pounced onto the opportunity and whacked it over the wideish mid-wicket region. I beg your pardon, that's what a boundary there. It's just a couple. Just a couple. I beg your pardon. Just a couple on that occasion. That is just a wicket there on that occasion. Mohammad Azhar.
Asim, too much happening here, and happening in absolutely quick time that we've been caught wrong-footed a couple of times, and that's wicket number 7 down, 81 for 7, and it's 9.5 overs, 1 delivery to be bowled after this.
Mohammad Azhar departing here after that small cameo made by him. 7th wicket down here. Look at the replay. Well. Struck right in front, but we'll have to wait and see whether... Anurag, your say on that ball slightly drifting down?
From this angle, it seemed, but slow one there. He beat him completely with that delivery. Last delivery, and this one is edged and top edged, but no man's land. You see, batsman crossover for 2, and the end of the innings. 83 for the loss of 7 wickets in the allotted 10 overs is Ajman Alubond.
Finally, Sapandeep Singh getting a chance to bat today in the last. To face the last ball, actually. Usually he faces the first ball of the innings. He happened to face the last ball.
very disappointing performance there by Ajman Alubond for a match they wanted to win. And here's their dismal batting card. Saeed Haider Shah, 17 of 12. Amir Hamza, 2 of 4. Ali Mirza, 21 of 16. Sandy Sandeep, 1 of 2. Safir Tariq, 9 of 7. Anand Kumar, unbeaten, 5 of 7. Hamad Arshad, 4 of 7. Mohammad Azhar, 12 of 4. Sapandeep Singh, 2 of 1, not out. And total 83 for 7 in the allotted 10 overs with the help of 10 extras.
Here is the bowling card. Very disciplined bowling card here. Successful bowlers: Imran Haider, 2 overs, 14 runs, 2 wickets. Abdur Rahman, 2 overs, 15 runs, 2 wickets. Umar Hafiz, 2 overs, 21, 2 wickets. And the ones those went wicketless were very disciplined today. So quite a convincing performance here by Dubai Pulse Secure. A very satisfactory performance. I believe the captain will actually applaud for the bowling performance of the team.
Absolutely a comprehensive victory as far as the first innings is concerned of putting them down. Let's have a look at the over by over chart. Started slow, and then the third over saw a little spike, then a bit of a spike in the sixth over. The last over saw the maximum. So the last over should have been the first over if they wanted to make something out of this, Asim.
That should have been the way, but can we have that reversed in some way? Well, we have 83 on board, 84 to chase. 84 require Dubai Pulse Secure. They require 83 in their 10 overs. And we'll be back with the run chase after a short break.
It is time for Dubai Pulse Secure to come in, get those 84 runs in 60 deliveries, and cement their position in top 4. Mathematically speaking, Dubai was never out after they won that game from Abu Dhabi. But then, well, cricket is a funny little game. Anything can happen at any point in time. Look at this batting card. Ajman Alubond opting to bat first. Saeed Haider Shah 17 of 12. Amir Hamza 2 of 4. Ali Mirza 21 of 16. The only sole man who could do something over there. Sandy Sandeep sent way down the order. 1 of 2. Tafir Tariq 9 of 7. Anand Kumar 5 of 7. 4 of 7 for Hamad Arshad. Mohammad Azhar 12 of 4. He showed some impetus. And Sapandeep Singh, one of the hardest hitter that Ajman Alubond has got, came in way down at this number, scored just a couple of runs. As far as bowling is concerned, Omar Hafiz bowled 2 overs, 21 runs and got a couple of wickets. 2 overs for Tariq, 15 runs. 1 over for Fahad Nawaz, 10 runs in that. Imran Haider was pretty impressive. 2 overs, 14 runs and 2 wickets. Abdul Rahman, 2 overs, 15 runs and 2 wickets for him. Shafqat Ali, miserly 4 runs in that 1 over that he bowled. 10 extras given. So look at it. Ajman actually scored just 73 off the willow. Joining me in the comment box is Vivek, director of ITW, as a guest commentator. Vivek, welcome.
Thank you so much, Neil. Been a nice evening out here. Though the match seemed very inconsequential when it all started, I guess they did not do the justice with the bowling either.
Well, I mean, for Dubai, it definitely looked like that. You know, they are trying to use their spare wheels to run the machine and see if it all runs well.
It totally worked for them. I mean, even with the team that was not playing or new comers that they are making them play today, and still stopping them for 83 runs, I guess they have done a good job out there.
Undoubtedly. And Ajman definitely did not look like a well-oiled machine. So many experiments. Yes, you want to go out, you know, in a fun way. You want to probably give your youngsters a chance. But hey, please try and give that final fair shot to your team.
But the intent we get to see when they're probably the best bench hitter came at the last, would have been up there. So probably the intent was never there. They wanted to come and enjoy the game. Oh, meanwhile, the match started. The first ball was bowled there.
Got ball to start. Fahad Nawaz and Agam Shah. Hamad Arshad coming into bowl.
That
big shout and gone. Look at this.
They have literally started in the best possible manner. They couldn't have asked for any better way. While the batsman didn't do much, here's the bowler. He's showing his character and wicket on the second ball out there.
Fahad Nawaz again, a big guy, going out in such a funny fashion. First wicket down for Dubai without 4 on board.
Welcome back. Second ball of the innings, and there was a wicket for Alubond.
Fahad Nawaz facing that delivery, which is away from him. Didn't reach the line of the ball.
It never looked like he had any chance to come close to the ball at all, and then he missed it altogether.
Greatest delivery, played handsomely in the gap. Will tease the fielder, and he just just at the ropes, pulled it in.
Did the ball give up or the fielder?
Well, neither of them. The ball was trying to just go through the mechanics, but eventually fielder won the race. And these are the kind of boundary shots that the batsmen love hitting.
That's so true. And with the boundary brought in little more than the usual international game, I guess batsmen enjoy hitting it. At this ground, do you think 84 would seem like 104 at what would have been scored in academy?
I kind of agree with you. Yes, it is definitely subpar. Because it is a below 100 score. Okay, but the wicket will give some assistance to the spinners, and that's a smart start. If you see, Ajman has started with the spinner, and they have got results instantly. Arshad, youngster, look at the way he's getting to grip the ball every single time he pitches. The shake, look at this. He's nowhere close to the line of the ball.
That's one thing, when they teach cricket to you, they tell you, which ball to leave. And this was almost there when he would have nicked it and given away the wicket.
Dot ball to finish the over. It's 2 for 1 after 1.
Welcome back. First over, 2 runs, 1 wicket. Do we sense or smell some hope out here?
Well, I am so sure that Ajman would be ruining their chances. Meanwhile, a fun fact coming up. In a 2013 Ashes match, both Alistair Cook and Michael Clarke reached their 100th test matches. Their total runs were 15919 with 51 centuries, exactly the same as Sachin Tendulkar's record in his 200 tests. So there was a meme that went around on social media which went crazy viral with the stat.
That's so true, and really good work by the News team out there in pulling out such amazing facts throughout the tournament. That was a good hit out there for a single. So that's actually a very interesting fact, and I remember there were a lot of memes around it. How do you see those batsmen? I mean, Alistair Cook and Michael Clarke and Sachin Tendulkar. Of course, Sachin has been a name beyond touching by any other player. But Clarke, do you feel, was always someone who did not get his due?
I personally feel so. In fact, the moment you said, how do you feel about them? The first thought that came to my mind was that, Clarke was always under the shadow of someone or the other and probably never got that kind of limelight or that stature that he should have got. Meanwhile, a dive being put in and it didn't look very clean. Sure did put in that effort. Couple of runs there for the batsman.
In last 8 balls, they have shown more commitment on the field than they showed in for a whole 10 overs of batting. What do you say on that?
Oh, you bang on there. Absolutely spot on. Ali Mirza coming into bowl this time. Step down, up in the air. And Sandy will just watch it sail over the fence for a 6.
First loose ball out there, and it has been hit out boundary for 6 runs. Coming back to Clarke and the time of the Australian cricket, Ricky Ponting had his name, Steve Waugh had his name, Stephen Smith has his name. Clarke somewhere was lost in between. He also won a World Cup for them, but then he never got that due. While as a player, he was always great. That's another one. Some fireworks out there in the ground. Hit again for a 6. Ali Mirza is now finally losing the grip or going the way the team batted.
Well, yes, this one, he banged it short. I mean, he has got success when he's pitched the ball further up. This time, if you see, the ball was pitched short of the length, and all the batsmen had to do is get under the ball, catch it.
This pitch kind of holds the ball for a bit, but even after that, that ball was way too short for hitting him. The batsman had a lot of time and literal use of force altogether to hit that out.
2 overs gone, 17 for 1. That they would have played anywhere. Have got a maximum 3 or top 5 games. 10 games on the trot is not just amazing, but a fantastic platform for these guys to come together, play as a team, get acclimatized to the situation, set up. You know, the way they say that when you go on a tour, you need time to settle in. When you're playing a 3-match tournament or a 4-match tournament, I mean, you settle in, the tournament is over.
That's so true. See, more than anything, it's about the mindset as well. Cricket, as they say, that's a good hit out there. Fielder coming on the way, and that has been taken. Second wicket fallen for Dubai Pearls. Hamad has done the wonder again. The kid has been bowling quite well, and he got benefited again.
Again, pitching it further up and slowish through the air. Simple catch taken by Hamza, and that is wicket number 2. The air, field underneath. Will he take it? Yes, he does. One more wicket, 2 and 2 for this young kid.
Did Hamad show the wonder? And would they have a chance from here?
Well, you know what? Even if they have a chance, I think they've missed the bus.
Yeah, the psychological number under 100 might have done the trick.
Trying to pick it up, wanted to throw it over mid-wicket, couldn't do it. Heather taking a simple catch. Third wicket gone at the end of 3 overs. Anyone for 3, and there was an opportunity. If that catch was taken at the short cover region, it would have gone into the best catches packages for sure.
That's so true. The reaction time was quite less, yet the guy dived in to take that catch, missed it by a whisker, but then good attempt out there. That would have been a team hat trick for sure, and would have changed the game a bit. 21 for 4 would have seemed from there a little bit difficult for the team.
Well, definitely there would be a lot of pressure, and the management and support staff would have sent in a few messages to boys in green. Meanwhile, officially played this time over cover will race away towards the boundary for a 4. So 4 coming in. That brings 4 to 26 for 3.
Coming back to our conversation, Neil, as you were mentioning that number of matches 3 or 4, and we keep talking. Cricket is about a mindset. It's
Right.
also about a strategy, and within a game there are multiple. Such was the thought with ECB and ITW when we got into it. We were like, when there's a next ball out there. So when we got together, our thought was to give these captains, these batsmen, the chance to fail and then come back and bounce back. Know that their strategy that has to be made might not work once, might not work twice, but it would eventually work out. So that was the thought, and I guess that has worked out well.
Absolutely. I mean, spot on. Like you mentioned, fail, back home, work your homework, and come back and succeed.
You know how test matches in the modern day, of course, that's a hit again there, outside the boundary for 6 runs.
Our camera person has taken a catch. I think one of these teams would probably eye him.
Yesterday, one of the guy was hit. I guess finally the team got up and they're like, today we are going to catch it rather than getting hit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our boys are no muck with fielding themselves. Look at this. There you go. Clean. Absolutely clean.
It doesn't
catching.
get cleaner than that for sure.
So, while we're talking about failing and then succeeding and come back, meanwhile, we'll have to take a quick short break and come back. 52 needed of 36. Spin attack continues from the far end. Ajman is going all spin. Mohammad Azhar bowling 5th over for Ajman Alubond dot. And this is learning. This is exactly what you were talking about, I reckon.
This is precise the learning part that you were talking about. That's another wicket. Totally missed the line of the ball. And there was a spin in the last moment and the batsman was stumped. 4 wicket down. Where do you see this going, Neil?
You know what? When we started off this match, we were, probably a little conservative about the fact that this is going to be a dead rubber. There won't be any excitement.
I would use the harsher word, Neil. We were skeptical about how this would go. But this has turned out to be a firework. Is Ajman team right now tearing their head? They had a chance if they knew the bowler gonna perform like this.
Well, I mean, you have to back your chances. Not just think that, oh, there's no chance whatsoever. Go out with it. Back your heart out. Put up a big score and put pressure on the opposition. The opposition invariably changed so many things. You could have got that inside looking at the fielders that were coming in. You got the team sheet at the toss. At least at that point in time, try and go attack with your top batsman.
That's so true, but isn't that they say, I've not lost it until you have really lost it. And these guys there are actually, ensuring every word of the That's a good attempt. Has he taken it clean? He has taken it clean. We'll wait for the umpire's decision. Where do we stand here? That's a wicket, Neil. That's another one. 5 wicket down. A great attempt in the field by the fielder. You could see on your screen is jumping out there for it. Good attempt, and that's out. 5 wicket down. This is more fireworks than we expected throughout the game.
This is nothing short of splendid. What an effort there in the outfield. Going all in, taking a catch and maintaining that balance. Look at this action replay once again. The batsman was again nowhere close to the line of the ball. Just a wild heave. And then this. Splendid.
Definitely the best catch. One of the best catch in the tournament. All intent there. Went for it and got it through. On the batsman front, I guess all of them, they have no intention to be on the line. And that's a 6 wicket. Did we see that out there? 6 wicket down. They are sniffing a victory out there. Low scoring matches sometimes turns out to be more interesting than anything. And that their best spinner is now getting into action. Till now, it was still the waiting for Nasir. Where do you see from now? 2 overs of his. Are we now taking away any chances from the XB Pulse in this game?
Well, I mean, I would be very keen because Azhar has got 1 more over. Nasir has got 2-3 overs up in the air. And this one has gone many miles into the VIP stands. 6 runs.
Finally, a bat swing that resulted in something good. Good for the Pulse. They have been swinging the bat, missing the line, but not this time. Came into the line, hit it there for 6. That was an old action replay.
I personally felt that this one was slightly fuller there. See, look at this. It was not bold. The shot of full and delivery that we've been talking about for the spinners. That's where during the pitch report also I said that that's the area where the spinners will get the ball, grip, and Nasir slightly full.
But 8 batsmen out there, or 8 down batsmen is showing to the rest what should have been done. You come in the line, you wait for the ball, and then you hit. All of the rest, they were trying to reach out there. They were missing the line completely. And I guess 4 out of those 6 wickets were absolutely someone who missed the line.
That's well said, because they were not expecting the kind of turn that came through. You know, I mean, you try to reach the line of the ball, looking at the trajectory of the ball that's been bowled, not anticipating the turn that will come through. And
Hamad Arshad actually, played with the brain of batsman as well. He kept on bowling that line where his ball was pitching outside off and then further going out from the right-handed batsman. That's another swing in there, going outside the boundary for 6 runs out there.
Again a fuller one. Again a fuller one. Look at this. Nasir Aziz now he's changing the field, but you need to just change your length, Nasir. See, there you go. Right in the slot for the batsman.
We expected better from him. We didn't expect anything from the rest of them. It has been a total 180-degree turn in this game for whatever we expected. But let's give some chance to Dubai Pulse as well. With these 2 6, they are back in the reckoning. Till now we were losing hope for them, but there they are. That's another hit there. The batsman didn't have to move post that. Had no intent to run because it was always traveling outside the ground for 6 runs.
Hat-trick of 6s coming in for Shafqat Ali. Getting underneath the ball and
He was way more confident in this on this ball while hitting it than the rest.
They gave him the momentum with the first 2 sixes, giving him the right in the slot. The batsman has hit a couple of sixes, momentum comes in, and that's exactly what this game is all about.
Catch it!
Another hit outside the ground for 6.
4 on the trot. Nasser Aziz, what have you done for your team now? All of a sudden, the man who was probably the most coveted bowler has become a hero to villain.
That's how you do it. You take the bull by the horn, and that has been done out here. 4 sixes out here. Are we expecting a 5th one? He would feel a little bit unlucky that he did not go all out on the first ball. Was it Nasser's name that he stopped him on the first ball?
Probably. You know, it was not. You know, when we coach, we tell the kids that don't go for the reputation of the bowler. Go for the ball that he's bowling to you. First ball was probably the reputation. Fun fact coming up: in a 2005 match against Australia, Hamish and James Marshall from New Zealand became the first identical twins to play together in a men's test match. This courtesy of our news.
Guess what? There might be a day when James said that I don't want to go and bat out there, and Hamish would have gone twice.
Well, yes, but right now it will be Shafqat Ali who will have to go back into the hut. Wicket number 7 there. Nasser Aziz gets his man. This is again the length that we were talking about, just short of the fuller length, and he's got his man there. It's the game of the length, nothing else but that. Stayed low, and Shafqat's gone.
The trademark swing there off the bat and missed again.
First ball of the fresh over, handsomely driven for a 4. And with that 4, there'll be change in the voices in the com box. It's going to be Asim and Anurag, the double A's.
Thank you very much, Neil. And here, Azhar, welcome. You on that. Anurag, welcome. It won. I believe. Good though. Has also wickets.
Asim,
Some sort of
we've
bowling.
seen a very interesting match, believe you me. And, what we have seen is the match very unpredictably playing out in a certain manner. I mean, first, Ajman Alubond, leading to win this match, gave a dismal display of batting. Post that, they bowled brilliantly. And they had Dubai Pulse secure, rattled. In fact, right now also, Dubai Pulse secure are 61 for 7.
Absolutely, and the tail is exposed here of Dubai Pulse Secure, and it will be very interesting to see because 3 good deliveries can have the game in the bucket of Ajman Alubond. 3 hits, switch the momentum back to Dubai.
They must be rowing. Oh, that's a good shot over the infield there, and fielder tries to dive, but ricochets off him, and 4 runs.
So turning out to be an expensive over this one. The captain expected Mohammad Azhar to bowl a similar sort of an over that he started his spell with. Went bowled a maiden over, and now
65 for 7 and dot ball to end this over. After 7, 65 for 7.
So we are back here again. 3 overs to go. 19 runs required. And here we have the batting. Not an impressive batting card here. Only Faizan Sheikh and Shafaqat Ali among the top scorers. And as well as Rahman Gul to get into double figures. Shafaqat Ali 24 of 5 deliveries. Rahman Gul 10 of 6. Faizan Sheikh 16 of 5. And the rest only in single digits. Have Saqib Manshad been asked to come and roll over and over here for team Ajman Alubond. Let's see what he has to offer here. Very promising talent, Anurag.
Yes, yes, indeed. Played a couple of runs, but the larger point here is Asim. Nasir Aziz must be ruining and cursing that why did they not take the bull by the horns when they were batting? Why didn't they go all out and score about 100, 120, irrespective of the result, even if they didn't have a chance? Made a match of it. Because they have the opposition reeling 67 for 7.
Absolutely, and what a delivery there by Saqib Manshad, just testing and white signal by the umpire on that occasion. Over the head, I believe, but definitely surprising to a batsman belongs to the tail.
One more added because of that white delivery. One more delivery to be bowled. 68 for 7. We are in over number 8. Second delivery coming up.
That's a hoik, but missed time, but safe from Muhammad Azhar to chase down. Couple there on that occasion. The 5 coming of the first 2 balls, Anurag.
Yes, I mean, this match, honestly speaking, because of the way the whole tournament has gone so far, and we are in the final legs of the tournament, talking about the qualifier and the last 4 teams. That's a good hit behind the bowler's back. Good shot. 4 runs.
Just keep it down to a single. So I'm desperate to get wickets. 3 good balls.
76 for 7 after the completion of 8 overs. .76 for 7, and this is Ajman Alubond bowling card. Ahmad Arshad, pick up the bowlers, three wickets. He just gave 6 runs. Another 3 wickets haul by Mohammad Azhar. He got 3 for 8. Super bowling there, and 1 for 25 for Nasir Aziz. And the next delivery has been hit on the onside, straight to the fielder there.
77 for 7. Nasir Aziz back into the attack. Changing ends there. We have the chart. It's a seesaw kind of a earthworm chart that we have, and for the run rate that is the dip and the increase in the run rate, courtesy to that cameo by Shafaqat Ali.
Next delivery played out quietly to the fielder there. I mean, they can just do it in singles now. 3.82 is the run rate required. 7 required now. There's still enough deliveries there. Next delivery.
One now, guys.
And there's no fielder there, but the one in the deep on that occasion. Nothing funny required here by Dubai Pulse Secure. Just a matter of one hit. Those 9 balls in singles will do the job for you.
Absolutely. Dubai Pulse Secure right on top here, and cruising into being a part of the first eliminator, which is going to happen.
How's that?
Oh, there is still some drama left, and this one, a mighty heave, and he has been stumped. Another wicket down.
As you were just saying, let's not act funny. Here we have Imran Haider dancing down the track, missing the line of the ball, and Safir Tariq does the job there behind the stumps. Easy wicket here for team Ajman Alubond.
Dubai Pulse then 79 for 8 after 8.4 overs. This is the 9th over in progress. Just a few runs left for them to win. An unnecessary heave there. We were just talking about it, that no need. It can be done in single.
Oh!
Captain, that is Captain Abdurrahman. He gets off the mark of the first ball. Captain and Nasir Aziz. Will be bowling to Fahad Tariq. Spent a lot of time so far on the wicket. 10 deliveries. 7 legal deliveries left in this particular innings.
Last delivery coming up. Mighty swing. I think it had no contact with the bat. We'll wait and watch for the umpire's signal. Those couple of runs, and at the end of the 9th over, it is 82 for the loss of 8 wickets. in 6 deliveries to win this match and book their place in the first eliminator to be played as a third match today, which will be against Fujairah Pacific Ventures, Asim.
They have already booked their place. "25 runs coming of that, where Shafaqat Ali went for 4 sixes in that particular over of Nasir Aziz. So all fielders have closed and Ajman Alubond will definitely be rethinking or what went wrong while planning their first innings. And Rahman is backing pretty much.
Well, this one has been hit